Hey, 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 you know what day it is? It is Tuesday, and you're with your girl, Shayla Ray, for 2 Cent Tuesday. Can't stop, won't stop. Thank you so much for joining me again. I just want to dive right in because, as you can see, I have no makeup on my face. I'm completely all natural, like all of y'all out there. Why? Because of being quarantined. Yes, usually when I say a Q word, it's queen because that's who I am. But since we're talking about another Q word, we're going to talk about being quarantined in our homes. And it's funny because I've been looking at a lot of the memes and I've been looking at a lot of the videos and things that have been on the internet, which have been super funny. But I've also heard a lot of people, and even in my own way, I felt like complaining about this time. And I think that we're kind of missing the beautiful parts about being quarantined, because there's a lot of beauty that I've been able to reflect on over the last week preparing for this show. So I'm going to give you some tips of things that are going to help you just kind of identify what's important during this time and appreciate what's important during this time. And maybe you'll walk away feeling a little bit better about being quarantined. I hope so. That's the goal. So the first thing that all of us need to do is take care of ourselves. We need to take care of our mental space. I've heard a lot of people say that they're stressed, and there is a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot going on in our world right now, and it is a little scary. I can admit that. But we have to take care of ourselves. We can only take care of the things that we can control. We can't control a virus spreading across the globe or a pandemic, but what we can control is ourselves. So there's been a few things that I've truly enjoyed about being quarantined. The number one thing is the fact that I've been able to get rest. Like, I've actually been able to take a nap some days. I used to complain about it just a few weeks ago. Oh my goodness, it's only 24 hours in a day. I have so much to do. I'm so overwhelmed. How am I going to do all of these things? And being quarantined has completely stripped me of all of that. And I actually have the ability to rest. Sometimes I'm even catching up on some shows on Netflix or reading a book. I did watch Tiger King. That was a little interesting. But this is a beautiful time to create a beautiful space of downtime for you. You're not going to get this time again. I guarantee it. I mean, it's skipped a couple of generations as is. So if you can find any beauty, it's in the fact that we're able to actually rest. Another tip that I kind of have been doing, and I didn't do it today because of this show, but sometimes I'll wake up in the morning, I'll shower, I'll put on an outfit that I like, I'll put on some makeup, spruce myself up a bit, even though I know I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you're at home, but sometimes when you're just in your natural state at all times, it's really challenging to feel beautiful, to feel like yourself, you get lazy and sluggish and things like that. Paint your toes, take the extra step to do some things that make you feel beautiful and that will make you happy during this time, okay? And then another thing that I've loved is the fact that I get to spend time with my loved one. That me and Kendall, even though she ain't paying me no attention half the time, she's on the tablet or Zoom or some other thing with her friends. But a lot of us prayed for that. A lot of us were like, oh my goodness, we complain. We're at work with our coworkers and we don't get to see our family. Better be careful what you wish for. You don't wish for it now. So now you are at home with your family. Enjoy that time. You may never get this much time with your family again. So why not take full advantage of this opportunity? The number two thing that I think we all need to do is take care of each other. we got to be here for each other. We are one human race. This is something that is affecting everybody, from a health perspective, from an economic perspective. So it's really important that we check on our parents more, that we check on our grandparents more, that if you know anyone who's elderly or has a pre-existing condition, that you're there for them, that you say, hey, is there anything that I can do? Is there anything that you need? Because they still are the most vulnerable and they do need our help during this time. Check on your friends. You know, a lot of people are going stir crazy in their houses. If you're an extrovert like me, it is a huge adjustment to be in the house when you're not a homebody. So check on your friends and make sure that they're okay. Also, last but certainly not least, this terrible virus is affecting so many people. With every day that passes, I meet more and more people who are directly impacted, whether they have it themselves or they have a family member who has it. And that could go one of many ways. I know people who have family members who are even in the ICU and worse. So it's really important that we check on people who this is directly impacting during this time as well. And the last thing, but not least, we need to take care of our community. I know we're at home. We can't really be out on the front line feeling like we can make an impact, but we can make an impact directly from our own homes. Donate to your church. I'm sure they're suffering a little bit with not having the congregation there, but still tithe. If you have a charitable organization that you trust, donate money if it's going to help during this time. Also, one thing that I recently did was I reached out to my congressman about prison reform. That's something that's pretty important to me. And so I wanted to know what was going to be done with prisoners and like how are they going to be treated during this time and how COVID-19 directly impacts them. So you have a voice, you can still make a difference. And you know, I always have to say this because I just think that it's always important. I think prayer changes things. So we have to continuously pray. Pray for people that this is directly impacting. Pray for ourselves, our mental health, and pray for our medical personnel. What a challenging job to have during this time, to go in every day with little resources, feeling overwhelmed and overworked and not feeling like you have everything that you need to make a difference. We have to keep them in our prayers because they are our heroes right now. So that's all I have, guys. Those are your 3 tips. Take care of yourself. Take care of others, and take care of your community. This is a beautiful time. You know, it doesn't really feel like it just yet, but if you look at it from a different perspective, there's so many beautiful things that have come out of this, and we're going to be way better than we were before on the other end. We're surely not going to be superficial. That's all I have for this 2 Cent Tuesday. Until next time.